Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a mind-bending what-if scenario. We all know the story. A giant asteroid slams into Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs and paving the way for mammals. But what if that never happened? What if the dinosaurs survived the impact, only to face an even more relentless, creeping threat? The Ice Age. Imagine a world where the familiar Cretaceous jungles slowly give way to vast, frozen tundra. The lush ferns are replaced by hardy conifers, and the warm air turns bitingly cold. How would the magnificent rulers of the Mesozoic cope? Would they simply freeze and vanish, or would they adapt in spectacular ways? Let's explore the incredible saga of the Ice Age dinosaurs. First, let's tackle the biggest problem. The cold. Many dinosaurs, contrary to the old scaly lizard image, were likely warm-blooded, or at least somewhere in between. This is a huge advantage. But even a warm-blooded animal needs insulation when temperatures plummet. So, what's the solution? Feathers. We already know many theropods, like relatives of Velociraptor and even Tyrannosaurus rex, had feathers. In a cooling world, these protofeathers wouldn't just be for display. They'd become a matter of life and death. Picture this, a Tyrannosaurus rex, but not as you've seen it before. Instead of scales, it's covered in a thick, shaggy coat of primitive feathers, almost like a primordial fur, trapping a layer of warm air against its body. Its smaller arms, once a subject of debate, might be tucked tightly against its insulated chest to conserve heat. Its young wouldn't be scaly hatchlings, but fluffy, downy chicks, huddling together for warmth and massive, insulated nests built from mud, sticks, and their own shed feathers. The raptors, or dromaeosaurs, would have an even greater advantage. Already covered in complex feathers, natural selection would favor the thickest, most insulating plumage. Imagine a pack of Utahraptors, now resembling giant, predatory birds of prey. Their coats are mottled white and gray to blend in with the snow. They wouldn't be ambushing prey in dense jungles, but stalking herds of hardy herbivores across windswept plains, their feathered bodies keeping them warm during the long, icy hunts. But what about the giant herbivores? The sauropods. These colossal, long-necked dinosaurs had a different strategy. Their sheer size meant they lost heat much more slowly than smaller animals. But even they would struggle. We might see them migrating in massive herds, constantly moving towards the equator, following the ever-shrinking bands of warmer climate and available vegetation. Perhaps some smaller sauropods could have developed a thick, leathery hide with a dense layer of blubber underneath, much like modern whales, providing insulation and energy reserves for the lean winter months. The diet of these creatures would have to change dramatically. The endless buffet of tropical plants would be gone. Herbivores like the hadrosaurs or duck-billed dinosaurs would need to adapt. Their incredible dental batteries, with hundreds of grinding teeth, would be perfect for processing tough new food sources. They'd strip bark from trees, dig up frozen roots with their beaks, and munch on hardy pine needles and conifers. Their famous crests, once thought to be for communication, could have evolved to help warm the frigid air they breathed in, acting like a complex nasal radiator. And the ceratopsians, like Triceratops, their powerful beaks would be ideal for snapping frozen branches, and their impressive horns and frills, which were already used for defense and display, could become tools. Imagine a herd of triceratops using their massive horns to clear snow, uncovering buried mosses and lichens. Much like a modern muskox, they might grow thicker skin and maybe even a coarse, bristle-like covering for extra warmth, making them look like colossal horned boars. Survival wouldn't just be about individual adaptations. It would be about behavior. Hibernation could become a key strategy for smaller dinosaurs. Imagine trudens, known for their large brains, digging deep burrows and entering a state of torpor during the harshest parts of winter, their metabolism slowing to a crawl. They'd emerge in the spring, lean and hungry, ready to hunt the newly awakened prey. The entire food web would be the apex predator might still be a tyrannosaur, but it would be a fluffier, more robust version, built for surviving blizzards. Its prey wouldn't be lumbering sauropods in a swamp, but herds of woolly hadrosaurs on a frozen steppe. The dynamic would be different, slower, more strategic, with every calorie counted. Energy conservation would be the name of the game. This world wouldn't just have dinosaurs. Mammals would still be around, but their evolution would be drastically different. Without the dinosaurs disappearing, mammals would have likely remained small, nocturnal creatures, living in the shadows of these furry, feathered giants. Perhaps some would thrive, becoming specialized burrowers or tree dwellers, forever trying to avoid becoming a raptor's next meal. The rise of mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and eventually humans might never have happened. So, when the ice finally retreated, what would this world look like? It would be a planet still dominated by dinosaurs, but they would be a new breed, forged in the crucible of ice and cold. Feathered tyrants, shaggy-coated ceratopsians, and raptors that looked more like giant eagles than lizards. It's a breathtaking image, a testament to the incredible resilience of life. The dinosaurs weren't just evolutionary dead end, they were survivors. And given the chance, they might have conquered the cold just as they conquered the warmth. What do you think? Which dinosaur do you think would have been the ultimate Ice Age survivor? Let me know your theories down in the comments. It's always fascinating to see what you guys come up with. Thanks so much for watching and exploring this alternate timeline with me. If you enjoyed this journey into what could have been, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.